Yeah, I don't believe in destiny, I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemies, they're just full of jealousy. Yeah, this legacy, you gon' see what's left of me. You gon' see success in me, you ain't seen the rest of me. I just wanna be the best at what I know, better than the rest, just watch me grow. Put me to the test and watch me go. This is my quest, I'ma make it known. They call me obsessive, oh I know. Call me selective with my notes, call me aggressive with my flow, call me offensive even though Joe, I ain't gonna lie, life's tough. Try to get by, life's rough. Try to do it right, it's not enough. Even though you try, you still mess up. But I'm still gonna fight for what I love, still gonna die for what I love, still gonna try, I won't give up, still gonna fight until I've won. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left, and I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret, cause I've got something left and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win, I won't stop till the end, no. Some injuries. Yeah, it's burning. All this passion hurts me. I took action working, writing down these words. No, I'm not okay. I just wanna be something. I don't wanna be nothing, living all alone. No, I'm not alright. I'm just barely getting by, but I'll tell you I'm just fine, so you leave me alone. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left, and I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret, cause I've got something left and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win, I won't stop till the end, no.
Hey fellow outlaws, welcome back to Destiny Shoots. We've got a few things in store today. I'm going to be taking you guys to sniper school. We'll go right through all the costs and the benefits of sniping, and also an insight in how to beat multiple opponents at the same time. And as an added bonus, we're also going to be picking out some of the cheating scumbags that exist in the game today, and we're pretty much going to be ripping them a new, which is definitely nothing less than what they deserve, since all they do is ruin the game. Now, the first thing on the agenda today, guys, is sniping and the way I train every single day. Before we get into that, we'll be back right after this.
In 2021, No Mercy accepted Destiny's challenge.
Yes, no problem, I accept. Look, I'm swinging.
He was given 24 hours to kill an NPC or an animal or anything for that matter.
My friends, I kill anything, you noob.
But he had one catch.
Catch? What is catch?
He had to do it without using Chrono Zen.
What? No Zen? Are you mad? Oh, you fucking noob.
He only had 24 hours, unlimited ammo, unlimited weapons. He could do anything to kill anybody.
Oh shit, come back, you fucking noob. Oh shit, you're fucking noob.
Hey, this guy's kind of a douche.
No, I'm not happy. Do 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 do. Oh shit.
You know what? Fuck this loser.
Look, I've got Bambi. Come back, you fucking noob. My hands are hurting, you fucking noobs. Okay guys, Xboxes and PlayStation's on, and let's get into some sniping. Now guys, when I'm in free roam, I normally have the short scope on my Carcano rifle at all times, and I normally have mid to long range on my rolling block rifle. That way I'm prepared for any situation that I come across, and then the only thing it comes down to is the settings that you use. Now I try to use a method of one glove fits all, because the thing is it's not like you can just keep stopping during a free roam battle of any kind and just change your settings to faster settings, to slower settings. I normally try to stick to one particular style when I'm using the sniper. Now, the settings that I have in first person mode are exactly the same as the ones that I demonstrated in the Most Deadly Player Part 1, and there is a simple reason for this. If I'm long sniping, i.e. using the long scope on my rolling block rifle, then I don't want it to move too fast because the enemy is too far away. So the slight flick of the right analog stick and it's going to move too far. So the settings need to be slower to be able to target my opponent. So that's one factor in why I have the slower settings. Now on the Carcano rifle with my short scope, if someone is a lot closer, then that is going to be detrimental to me because they're closer and I can't move as fast. But my theory on this is my camera angle in third person mode is already really fast. So I use that camera to line up the target and then I go for one quick headshot. If I'm using short scope and I have faster settings, I would normally only do this when using slippery because I'm not in too much danger of other people around me killing me. So no one's beating me in a sniper competition because there is no sniper competition. And if you look at the video in the background, guys, and you want to kill people as quick as I do, then just follow these simple steps, guys. It's actually really easy to do and it's something you can just do on your own. I'm using the right analog stick with the fast camera speed to line up my opponents, in this case the birds, and every single time I'm landing on the birds. Now you can see how this has an effect when you're fighting in PvP or a free roam event because you're landing on your target straight away. And remember, this game has got quite a good aim assist, so the second you land on your target, it's pretty much going to do the rest for you. And with those slower settings, we're talking nudging the right analog stick just a little bit. Now guys, I can't emphasize enough that I'm not going to stand there in scope mode moving left and right with an opponent. You're so vulnerable when you're stuck in that position, and to be honest, it's actually quite a silly way to fight in my opinion, because all you're doing is pressing left and right with another sniper doing the exact same thing, both of you just trying to land a shot on each other. It just seems a bit stupid, and every single time I go into scope mode, 9 times out of 10 I'm killing the opponent. Now guys, when you're in free roam, this is the best way that you want to do it. As you can see, I'm using the hill to my advantage, and try doing the same thing, even if it's just shadow boxing or anything like that. You can do it on your own. What I want you to do is come to the top of the hill, take a shot, and then I want you to repeat the same thing. But I want you to more or less aim for the exact same thing every single time you come to the top of the hill. You're the only person that knows when you're going to hit the top of that hill. The other person sniping is not going to know when you're popping up at any point. And if you've already got your opponent lined up, you're going to beat your opponent. It's pretty simple, guys. Now, this here is a good example of what it looks like in scope mode. You're moving left and right, so on and so forth. But what does that look like when you're in third person mode? It doesn't look like that, does it? You look like this to everybody. Therefore, you're easy to kill. And that's the point I'm trying to make to you. You don't want to stand there with your chin up. Now guys, let's move on to long sniping. Now the thing is like I talked about before, is that I have extremely slow settings for long sniping. Now what's beneficial to use when you're long sniping? Well, that would be focus fire. Now focus fire is the only Deadeye card that inflicts damage on your opponents, and not just for yourself but anyone that's in your posse also. So if you're a posse leader or anything like that, you've got a long scope on the rolling block rifle, or you've got a long scope on the Carcano rifle, and you're hanging back on the hill and you're long sniping, you're activating focus fire, and your whole posse is getting the benefits and inflicting more damage upon the other posse. This card is perfect for that type of thing, but going a lot closer to targets, it's not going to be as beneficial, because remember, you're using a Deadeye card up against something like a Painted Black, and you're just simply going to lose. There's no other effects to focus fire than inflicting more damage on your opponent, and the best way to do that is the sniper rifle. So my layout for this particular ability card, guys, is focus fire, sharpshooter, winning streak, and peak condition. Now you could use something like Landon's Patience, but let's keep it simple. Let's just use winning streak. It's a very aggressive card and it's very, very effective. Now this sniper layout is the most aggressive that you can have. If you're long sniping, you don't so much have to worry about other people taking you out, and you can afford to go for an aggressive build like this. If you are one-on-one with somebody, or someone challenges you to a one-on-one sniper competition, then Landon's Patience is the best thing to use, as the damage becomes greater every single time that you hit them. So be sure to practice like this, guys, and hit as many flying sea rats as you can. Now, moving on to the next part of the video, guys, let's see what happens when cheaters confront Destiny. Now, a few days back, guys, I was confronted by this dum-dum in which they took my most deadly player quite seriously. In fact, they took it to a whole nother level. So they wanted me to fight them one-on-one under rules called CVC. Now, for some of you guys using free aim out there, you'll laugh at this, because CVC consists of no scopes, no never without one, no ability cards, just paint it black. You heard me right, full lock on and paint it black. These guys are certainly cranking things up when it comes to skill level and IQ. Now, if this is your thing to fight under these rules, then it's completely your option. However, before I fight absolutely anybody, I always make sure that I know who I'm fighting and under what circumstances, i.e. are they cheaters using Cronus Max, Cronus Zen, or anything like that. And after checking out their content, they absolutely reeked of Cronus Max abuse. Like somehow you're going to fool somebody of my experience. It's just absolutely crazy. 9 times out of 10, Cronus Max users won't even video their content, because players like myself and other high levels can see right through it. And just to break it down pure and simple for some of you new guys out there, this was the footage taken from their profile. As you can see, they turn to face the building and a spin sequence starts to come into play. Now, if you watch this again and again, guys, you'll see that there's no enemy in front of them. In fact, there's no one even in that direction, and you can see that the spin sequence on the Cronus script is in full operation. I mean, this one's an absolute no-brainer. So guys, you need to be wary about people like this that are just trying to cheat you out of victories or anything like that. They'll show up into a clean PvP shootout series and they'll claim to be great players when in actual fact they're just cheating. Not only that, guys, but when I challenged them to video in it on Discord, they refused to do so. And at this stage, guys, I've actually got to question this player's IQ. Because according to these messages, they actually think they're going to hold their phone in one hand and record their control pad all while playing at the same time. It sounds like a dum-dum to me. Not only did they refuse to, and for some of you guys out there, this is how simple it is. You download the Discord app on your phone. The same with things like Twitch and other social networks like that. Once you've downloaded the app, I invite you to the party on the app. You aim your phone at your control pad, as do I. Both players can see that we're all playing legitimately. But this player is so good that they refused to do it. And I'm not being funny, guys, but they even offered to video their setup, send me the video. I then take their word that they've not plugged their Cronus back in, and then we go ahead and fight. This is dum-dum territory. So if you can point your phone at your control pad and video it and send it to me, why can't you do the same thing on Discord? It's absolutely ridiculous and it's embarrassing. And then they very quickly tried blaming other players of using Cronus Max also. Now, most of these people out there, guys, we're talking about people like WND that's changed their name due to me battering them to Wind. And this person in question, which is Cows, these people are not females, guys. They are 40-year-old men living at their parents' house, too afraid to leave their houses. So my advice to you guys is, listen, a lot of things change when you move out your parents' house and you get laid for the first time. That's what you need to do. You can't show up on a job interview and say, I play Red Dead Online. It's just not going to work, guys. You need to get out there into the real world. You need to get laid. You need to leave your parents alone, okay? Now, moving on to the next part of the video, guys. What happens when we get griefed by 3 or 4 different people? Now, if your intention is to stand there and fight, you need to be sure of a few different things. So if we say that there's one target there, one target there, and one all the way over here. Now, let's just say for argument's sake that one's using PIB, one's using slow and steady, and one's using slippery. Now, 9 times out of 10, if they are coming at you with all these different ability loadouts, that they're very organised, they're probably high levels, and they know exactly what they're doing. It's putting you in somewhat of a difficult situation. If they are high level players, then they're going to be very good at the cards that they're wielding. My advice in this situation, since it's 3-on-1 and it's quite clearly unfair and probably griefing, take some dino arrows, blow them up a few times over, because that's probably what they're going to do to you. I mean, a majority of these players are using cards where you can't just shoot them in the face and that's it. I myself would probably sit tight somewhere, allow them to come to you, not in a position where they can snipe you. I'd probably use something like slippery. I would probably use the shotgun, let them get close and try to take them out that way if I'm intending on staying. However, if you're fighting multiple opponents and the majority are going to be using Paint It Black anyway, then this is exactly how you want to deal with them. And this is what I want you guys to do. Now, just like the sniper situation earlier on today, I want you to move to the top of the hill, see one of your opponents, up with Deadeye, shoot, aim to the face, and then come back down again. Now, every single time you go up, you swiftly need to come back down. Whether you dive backwards or move backwards, all you're going to be doing is popping your head above the hill. They're not going to have enough time to all lock on you at the same moment. Therefore, it's giving you the advantage. And just get used to doing it every single time, guys. I use this in Showdown series. I use this pretty much everywhere I go. Not a lot of people know to exploit the surrounding areas like this, but this is really just step one in outsmarting opponents. And remember that you are the person controlling the situation, because they don't know what part of the hill you're going to come from, and by flicking up with Deadeye and just taking the one shot and then back down again, they haven't got a chance to lock on you. I use it against level 800 players, multiple players. They still fall for the same thing, guys. It works. Now, remember, guys, you need to keep consistently practicing these skills. And if you take a look at any of the older videos, you'll see I'm doing this all the time. I'll see you guys in the next video.